What is up, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Beat. My name is Chris Langan, and I'm here today with not one, not two, but three iconic tom grooves, and I'm going to show you how to play them. Stick around. All right, guys, what is up? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I've got a really cool lesson for you today. I picked three songs that really kind of showcase the toms. All right, now it's not to say that the entire song is played on the toms, but to me, these songs really stuck out because of the work that was done on the toms. So, the three songs are Longview by Green Day, Freak on a Leash by Korn, and Breaking the Girl by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So, I'm going to play each groove, and then we're going to slow it down so that you can take a look and see exactly what's happening. All right, let's start off with Longview by Green Day. Okay, so the thing about this song is that if you really pay attention closely, he kind of mixes it up a little bit. He doesn't stay to one certain, specific way of playing it. I found that he does kind of jump around a little bit, but this pattern here is a good base, at least, to get an idea of what is happening. And then you can kind of maybe throw an extra tom in or stay on the triplet one extra note on the floor and kind of work it around what works for you. I don't think that this is one of those grooves that if you're in a cover band and you're out there playing, some guy in the audience is going to be, oh, he missed that one. So it's one of those that I think is kind of very loosely written. So let's just take a look at what I think would be the meat and potatoes of this particular groove. So I'll do it nice and slow. Put the sheet music up so you can follow along as well. All right, so what I find important about this groove is the fact that you have a hi-hat splashing on beats 2 and 4. If you listen closely, you can hear that little chick on beats 2 and 4, so make sure you're doing that. Also, the kick drum. I would make sure to add that on beats 1 and the and of 1, so that's going to line right up with your first two floor tom hits. And I find it happening quite a bit on the let of 3, so triplet, and that's also with a floor tom. So those two things I think are kind of the reoccurring themes with this. As far as going between the toms, this was a bass pattern for you. So experiment with it, listen to the song, see if you could pick out any other variations on that, and I think you'll be good to go. All right, so next up is Freak on a Leash by Korn. While the verses of this song are played, kick, snare, hats, The chorus is where it really builds up and he is smacking away on these toms. One thing when I see people play this that they forget to do is there is a quick little hi-hat that happens, some 16th notes at the very end. I'll show you what I mean. So I've tried to find some live footage of David Silveria playing that, and what I did notice was that he had a some kind of trigger set up, and he had it set up over here next to his floor tom, and that what he was playing to trigger that hi-hat effect sound. It almost sounds like a shaker. If you listen closely, you'll hear that at the very end. So if you don't have a trigger pad, just come over here, play your hi-hat. Or maybe you can use a stack. I have a stack set up here and I have one set up here. So I could also do it here and here. So let me try that using each one of these stacks. I think it sounds good using this stack right here because this stack really cuts and it kind of gives that shaker sound. So use what you got. If you have a hi-hat that is the only means of performing that part, just use your hi-hat. All right, so now let's break it down super slow so you can see exactly what is happening. All right, so that's Freak on a Leash by Korn. Let's move on to our third and final tom groove, Breaking the Girl by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. A very interesting pattern and very easy to play wrong. So let me slow it down so that you can take a look and see exactly what's happening. So I think that snare leading into the triplets around the tom is the part that most people forget. I know myself, I'm guilty of doing that. I played it wrong for the longest time until I really sat down and picked this groove apart. All right, guys. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for tuning in. You know, if you play these songs in a cover band or just for fun, now, hopefully, with this being broken down, this will help you play these more exact. All right, guys, so work on your tom grooves. Who knows? Maybe you'll come up with the next killer tom groove that I'll be doing a video on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. Check out my website, chrislangandrummer.com. And until next time, see you at the next lesson.